Welcome guys, and in today's video will be specifically for X Empire and the two most recent updates that they have listed on their announcements channel, which is one about their airdrop criteria, while the second one is about their recent phase, the next phase about X Empire before the final listing, which is the chill phase. Then an additional bonus as far as this video is concerned, I'm going to tell you what these things mean for you as a player. So stick around and find out. So the first thing that we're going to look at is the airdrop criteria for X Empire. Recently, X Empire has just concluded its mining phase, and now they have actually listed out an airdrop criteria. But something struck me because on the last video that I made about the ton transaction, something struck me which I'm going to tell you people down the line. So from, as you can see here, from this place, this is their Twitter handle. You can check the information here, or you can go through their Telegram channel. It's the same thing that they list out those information. Then stick with me because I have some important insights that I want to share with you. Here is the time has been wrapped up, and this phase, then they will distribute 70% of the total supply. I'm not going to be reading out so that I won't waste your time. Then they have said in the beginning that everything will be transparent. So the key principle that they want to list out as far as their airdrop allocation is concerned is about value. The key word here is value. So if you bring more value to the community, then the bigger your drop will be. So what is this value that they mentioned several times? So they divided their criteria into two parts. Then the first criteria, which is this one that struck me very well, is the number and quality of invited friends. So invites and referrals is what they are now trying to use as their primary criteria. So if you do not invite someone, it may not be favorable because number of invite as well as quality of invite. So what if someone doesn't invite someone and has been doing the whole mining thing and all the criteria as well as every other thing? What will happen? Then profit per hour or coin per hour as far as X Empire is concerned. Then number of completed quests. That's your riddle of the day and rebus of the day. Then your YouTube task, YouTube code, investments, and the likes. So X Empire, like they said, is equal to community, and everyone who brought in new people to our community made a tremendous contribution. Meanwhile, hourly income and completed tasks reflect engagement and dedication. So if in one way or the other, we still did it, that's participated by giving value. Then the additional criteria now, which is now where my mind and my main focus has been now, is now wallet connection. Obviously, that one is most important because if you don't put your wallet or connect your wallet, there's no place for them to send you the token for the airdrop. So wallet connect is very, very crucial. Then the transaction, that's the ton transaction and purchases, because it has been a huge issue. I made a video last about it. While I don't support ton transactions because airdrop is free, I do not support transaction in my opinion. Okay, so Telegram Premium, that's for people who paid for Telegram Premium. These are like the additional criteria. So basically, if you want to go down and read, fine. But what they are just saying is basically about bringing more value to the community. That's if you bring more value, that's if you do all their tasks and invite more people, you get the airdrops. That's like their recent most airdrop criteria. But at least from what it shows, which I'm still going to tell you at the end of the video, that value is paramount. But I'm going to highlight my insights at the end of towards the end of the video. Then the next thing that I want to point out is the most recent, which is their chill phase. X Empire listed out a chill phase. Now, if you have been following X Empire for quite some time, you understand that there is 75% of distribution of the X tokens, as well as number of users. But now, the recent update now shows that there's going to be 70%, which is from here. We already locked in the numbers and will distribute 70% of the supply based on the results of the first phase and the criteria described in the previous post. That's what I just showed you earlier, right now. So 70% of the token, which a token of 34, I think 34 billion 500 million X tokens for the community. Then right now is this 5% as well as what this chill phase is all about now. So that's what I'm trying to show you. Since they said that they are going to be giving out 5%, 70%, and the mining has stopped. X Empire did something recent now. That's this chill phase, which is like an introduction of a, how can I put it, an emergency or a final phase, in my opinion, or just like let everybody, if you didn't make it during the other time, okay, I'm just give a grace period. Let's just put it like a grace period so that anybody can just steal, one or two and grab in. Since their listing date will take in, like they said here, second half of October. Second half of October means like 2 weeks because October is 31 days. 31 days. So in between that from 15th, which is the second half, 15th downward. So 2 weeks from now, you'll be expecting a listing date from X Empire. Then what's crucial thing about the phase is that they are launching a chill phase from which we have an additional 5%. So they're adding additional 5% of the supply. So from 34.5 billion X tokens will be distributed for those who participated in the chill phase. So what you do now is it's just like they're opening it again for a very short period of time. That's what the chill phase is basically. So you don't need to waste your time. They are opening, they are mining again so that even if you haven't, even if you are, if like new users now can still join and maybe like do it for just few period. Then this great chill season now, that they are doing is to, whether you participate is entirely up to you. That's for people that just finished, because I just finished my own phase one. Will love you either way from their listing. Then on the other hand, what's stopping you from going for another round or slice of the pie with lower competition and a shorter time frame? From all indication, that means that this phase, from it's written here, this phase will be very short and just be a couple of weeks. That's like 2 to 3 weeks at least, since they say that the listing will be in this month. So you just have now from the time of the listing, which we know that it's the second half of the month. So tentatively, you have at least 2 weeks and few days, depending on when they give an announcement, or even 3 weeks. Maybe it will be in the last week of October, depending. But at least from the second half of the month. So you have nothing less than 2 weeks sure of that you are going to be doing X Empire so that you can be able to participate in the chill phase. So that is what it is. So that will make the total airdrop allocation for the community to just be 75%, which is like leads us to the third thing now. And that's what I'm trying to tell, because us now, what does these two things mean for you as someone who is playing and farming the airdrops? Well, what I would say and an advice is that it's still like an opening. That's one. Two is it's kind of like clarify my doubts, whereby the turn transaction, as you can see here, is now an additional criteria, not something mandatory, because the primary criteria is arguably maybe the most important, but turn transaction may not be. So at least you may be sure, I'll say you may be sure of getting an airdrop even though you did not do the turn transaction, unlike how it was stated earlier. So that's like what it means for you. So with or without doing a turn transaction, provided that you meet the criteria in the primary section here, you are eligible to get the airdrop. So even if you do not do the turn transaction that much, since it's an additional, but at least connect your wallet. Even if you don't, I don't have Telegram Premium, but I've connected my wallet. I do not do any purchases or donation. I connected my wallet, so at least you have a lifeline. That's what I can say. Then if you feel like maybe you didn't farm enough in the X Empire, what it means for you is that you still have time. That's this grace period to be able to do more and get more points for yourself. So that is what I have installed for you today. My name is Odis Profits. Anything finance tech related, hit me up. Like, share, subscribe, turn on post notification bell. If you like what I do, join the Telegram channel for more updates similar to this. Link in the description. Once again, I wish you well. Thanks.